Hello friends, welcome to Oracle Concept video series. In this video, we'll try to understand what is no copy hint. Before starting with no copy, let us understand few basic information so that we'll be able to understand no copy hint better. And finally, we'll see what are the key points to be noted from this video and an example to see the performance difference what the no copy hint brings in. First, let us see what is an actual parameter and what is formal parameter. Here is very simple procedure that takes one in-out parameter. The parameter what we define as part of the procedure or function is called formal parameter, and the variable or the value what we pass during the execution of the program is called actual parameter. So in this example, param_value parameter what we defined in the procedure is called formal parameter, and the variable lv_var defined in the anonymous block is called actual parameter. On execution of this anonymous block, the value from the variable will be passed as an input to the procedure, and within the procedure the value is overwritten as b, and it will be sent back as an out parameter, and this gets printed by the anonymous block. Now let us understand how this program gets executed internally. So when the anonymous block is executed, a memory location will get created to hold the value of actual parameter, and this will be initialized with the value whatever we have initialized for the variable. And while calling the procedure, another set of memory location will get created to hold the values of formal parameter, and while invoking the procedure, the value from the actual parameter will be copied to the memory location of formal parameter. Now within the procedure, we are overwriting it with a value of b. So the memory location of the formal parameter will be overwritten with b. Once the procedure B is successfully executed without any error or an exception, the value from the formal parameter will be copied back to the memory location of actual parameter, and this gets printed by the anonymous block. Two very important points to be noted here. One, if the parameters have very large amount of information such as collection, or a large objects, or an XML type of data having huge amount of information, then copying the information from actual parameter to formal parameter and then copying it back from formal parameter to actual parameter will really take some amount of time. Second point is the copying from the formal parameter back to actual parameter will happen only if the procedure successfully completed. Okay, so these are the two main important points. Now let us understand what happens if there is an exception raised within the procedure. So in this procedure, I have intentionally introduced a statement called variable equal to 1 divided by 0 so that an exception will get raised while calling the procedure. As we all know that whenever an exception get raised, the control will immediately go back to the calling place. Fine, let us see what happens here. As I already mentioned, the moment we invoke the anonymous block, a memory location will get created for the actual parameter, and this will be loaded with value of a. And when we are invoking the procedure, another set of memory location will get created for the formal parameter, and the value from the actual parameter will be copied to the memory location of formal parameter. Now within the body of procedure, we are overwriting it with the value of b. So till here it's fine. Now what happens is that the moment the next statement get executed, an exception will get raised and the control will immediately go back to the calling program. So in this case, what will happen is that it will not copy back the value from formal parameter back to the memory location of actual parameter. So this is very important point. Only on successful execution of the program, the values will be copied back to the actual parameter memory location. So here what happens is that since an exception is being raised inside the procedure, the control will immediately go back to the calling place without copying back the informations from formal parameter back to the memory, back to the actual parameter. So the actual parameter still holds the value whatever we passed as an input to the procedure, and this will get printed here. Okay, now let us see both these program. So here is both the program. The first procedure successfully executed, whereas the second procedure raised as an exception. Learning is, whenever the calling program results in an exception, then the actual parameter is guaranteed to hold the same value whatever we passed as an input to the formal parameter. Fine. Now let us see what is a no copy. So now in this procedure, if you see, as part of the parameter definition, I just introduced the no copy keyword. Specifying a no copy keyword instruct compiler not to copy the value from actual parameter to formal parameter. Instead, both the parameters refers to the same memory location. Here the data won't be copied. Instead, it just refers to the same memory location. Hence, no copy improves the performance. Fine. Now let us see how this program gets executed. When the anonymous block gets executed, a memory location will get created for the value to be passed, and this will be loaded with the value whatever we assign for the actual parameter. Since we have mentioned it as a no copy, now the formal parameter also will refer to the same memory location, and now in this case it overwrites the same memory location with B, and this will be, and since the actual parameter also refers to the same memory location, this will get printed by the anonymous block. Fine. Now let us see what happens if there is an exception raised by this program. So very similar to the previous example. So here also I just intentionally introduced a statement which is going to raise an exception. Now let us see what happens here. So the moment we execute an anonymous block, it creates a memory location and it loads with the value of A. And when it calls the procedure, obviously it overwrites with the value of B. And since the next statement is going to raise an exception, the control will go back to the calling place. But in this case, the memory location was already overwritten by the B, and that's why the value B gets printed here. See, the key learning here is that in case of an exception raised, since the memory location is shared by the both formal parameter and actual parameter, there is no guarantee that in case of an exception raised by the calling program, the memory location still holds the same value whatever we passed as an input. Okay, so here are the key points to be noted down from this video. Pass by value copies the value from actual parameter to formal parameter and copies back the formal parameter back to actual parameter only on successful execution of calling program. I just want to stress this point, only on successful execution of the calling program. In case if there is an exception in pass by value method, then the actual parameter is guaranteed to hold the same value whatever we pass to the calling program. The next point is, pass by reference can be achieved just by specifying the no copy hint as part of the parameter definition, where both actual parameter and formal parameter will refer to the same memory location during execution. In case if there is an exception raised in calling program by pass by reference method, since both the actual and formal parameter shares the same memory location, there is no guarantee that the actual parameter holds the value passed to the calling program. In pass by reference, you will not see any difference if you try to test using a very simple scalar parameters like number, varchar, date. However, you will see a significant difference in the performance if you try to test with a huge amount of parameter informations like a collection or large object or XML type of data. Okay, one more very important point. No copy is a hint provided to the compiler to use pass by reference, and there are many scenarios that compiler may ignore this as well. For more details, I would suggest you to refer to the Oracle documentation. Now let us see a very simple program to see the performance difference what the no copy keyword brings in. Okay, one more very important point. No copy hint is applicable for out and in out parameter only, and in parameter is always by pass by reference method only. Okay, now let us see a very simple example to understand the performance difference what this no copy keyword brings in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a package which is going to have two procedure. One is called p underscore copy, another is called p underscore no copy. Exactly the same thing. The only difference I'm introducing is the no copy keyword. So the parameter type is going to be a collection, and I'm just defining the type of a collection here. So this is just going to be a very simple nested table. Fine. So now I'm just defining the procedure. In fact, within the body of the procedure, I'm not doing anything. I just put only null because my intention is basically to test how much time difference it is going to create when I call the procedure with and without a no copy hint. Fine. Now let me write a very simple anonymous block to call the package. So what I'm doing is that I'm creating a I'm just loading the collection variable with like 50,000 elements into that, and I am passing the same collection into both these procedures. One procedure which is like a pass by reference method, and another procedure which is pass by value method. So to find the amount of time difference what it is going to bring, I'm just going to take the start time and end time, exactly the same procedure, but before calling this procedure I'm just capturing the time. Same way after calling the procedure I'm capturing the time. I'm just subtracting both and I'm printing here. Similarly, I'm calling the no copy procedure here. So just before that I'm capturing the time, after that I'm capturing the time, and I'm just printing the time difference what it is going to bring in. Now let me execute the program. Here is the actual anonymous block. Now let me just execute it. Now if you see, the copy, that is pass by value method, is like taking 0.4 second, whereas no copy is not taking any amount of time because the informations are already there in the variable, and in fact both formal parameter and the actual parameter is going to refer to the same memory location. In fact, this example I just executed for 20,000 elements in the nested table. So for this example, when I have tried it, it was taking like 1.5 seconds for pass by value method. In fact, 0 seconds for pass by reference method. I hope you have learned something new today. If yes, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section, or you can drop to this mail ID. And thanks a lot for watching this video.